We'd like for you to meet the new hero. We called her Pirate. Oh boy, I can't wait to see the new hero. What's it going to be called? I heard it was a pirate faction. We've been asking this for years. Pirate. Really? Pirate? Who is in charge of naming these heroes? The devs from Rainbow Six Siege Extraction? You really couldn't have thought of a better name. We got Highlander, a midget who wields a claymore twice his size. Warmonger, a dominatrix in knight's armor. Jang Jun, the god of war. Everybody in the community has already come up with better names. Sea Mommy, for one. Gun Lady. Tomboy. Honestly, anything with mommy in the end is better than pirate. To me personally, it just feels so corporate. And we gotta stick it to the man. Why don't we just come together as a community and get her to change her name? That would be great. And I'm not gonna lie to you, everybody. This pirate lady is more masculine than Kyoshin. I guess Kyoshin really is a femboy, and Bu Yin is the tomboy. And I'm okay with that. I can live with this. And yes, of course, everybody, it is gender locked. Now, I know a lot of you are pretty bummed out because they couldn't cosplay as Jack Sparrow or Edward Kennedy from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Amazing game, by the way. Or just a random pirate at sea, myself included. There's a method to Ubisoft's madness, you see. But the short version of it is that they are taking a historical female famous pirate in the 1800s of China and putting it basically into this game. It's based off of that historical figure, and that is why she has only one trait. Now, we can argue all day if adding reused animations on a new hero is lazy or not, if it even makes sense, if they actually have the funds to make two genders and so on and so forth. What we do know is that this makes their job a heck of a lot easier. But we're still getting just one hero in the testing grounds for a rework. Your move, Ubisoft. Okay, so enough about that. Now answer me this. If you don't get called slurs while playing this hero, is this hero really broken? What have your experiences been? And are you really playing For Honor anymore if you're not getting called slurs? You think about that long and hard. The pirate hero, which I'm going to be calling Bu Yin or Pirate, has been released into this game for a couple days now, and I think a lot of people have gotten used to it now. She's wielding the latest technology to mankind. Really does give you the edge you need. I mean, heck, this is a flintlock pistol. Got 40 flippin' rounds in this one round magazine. She is going to lay you out with her fully semi-automatic pistols, baby. So yeah, basically realism is out the door, but it's always been out the door since they added a ninja that runs exactly like Boruto. Man, I wish they could make an anime about Boruto's dad. So anyways, you got a gun, a cutlass, a deep tomboy voice that you've always dreamed of. And I am not faking my voice, okay? This is my real voice. Sometimes I just get really tired and my voice is incredibly dry throughout the night because sometimes I'm up till like 7 a.m. Right now it's like 4 a.m. and I'm recording this. And sometimes my voice just sounds dry and it gives me the illusion of having a deep voice, which I don't really mind. And as I was saying, you've always wanted a deep tomboy voice character in this game. Don't lie to me, okay? I can see right through you.
My eyes can see straight through your armor.
You ever notice when you get hit in the nuts? It's the exact same feeling you get when you play For Honor. But why get your nuts smacked accidentally when you can just do it purposely by playing For Honor? This time you can get shot in the balls. And that brings me to this subject. If you didn't know, Ubisoft called their game Funny Sword Game, inspired by a certain individual. But honestly now, they should just call it Funny Gun Game, don't you think? For Lawbringer's rework, I would like them to give him a Gatling gun. Sort of like the ones you see in the Civil War during the 1800s, since we're sticking in that era. Bu Yin has almost everything except a neutral bash. Her attacks consist of 2-hit light chains, the second being undodgeable. Finisher heavy, reaching you as far as the IRS can because you'll never escape them. Oh, and let's not forget about more hyper armor because everybody loves those. She's also got another chain heavy unblockable attack that can wall splat for even more juicy damage, a chain bash that will catch up to you like your alimony from your future ex-wife, an insane unblockable forward heavy with little to no startup. You can spam this thing like crazy with the soft feint and it is insane as an opener, a heavy dodge attack, and to top it all off, she'll dodge cancel your ass so fast you won't make it through this epidemic. I'll tell you what, I'm serious, I am spamming this dodge attack in Dominion like nobody's business. Her dodge attacks are like Kensei's zones on crack. Its hitboxes are huge and it costs little to no stamina.
I'm heading back to A to help Fluffy.
Here's my new tactic. This is what Ubisoft wants the game to be. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Oh, I'm coming.
I'm trying not to die, but it's kind of hard. Roll? Oh! Holy shit. What is going on in this game? What the hell am I doing?
I'm
I'm not even doing anything. And I'm doing something.
Why am I playing new shit? Just why?
This game is so dumb. It is so dumb. It is so dumb. This is such a dumb game. Holy shit. I'm starting to think that we really need to make dodge attacks a light parry because they're getting way too safe when it comes to 4v4. Everybody's getting dodge cancels. Or just don't allow dodge attacks to have dodge recoveries. That makes zero sense. Do they not know anything about power creep? Stop giving heroes so much opportunities to get away from things. It's like they force you to play a full block hero in a casual game mode like Dominion. Because rarely am I ever punished for using a dodge attack externally in 4v4. It's like nobody can even do anything about it unless you have some serious range and hyper armor like Jane June's heavy. And also Shigoki's heavies, but even then, you shouldn't be required to play a certain meta hero just to enjoy the game and play it for fun. I don't want to have to be playing Catch the Booyin Pirate all a game while he just spams his dodge attack. Now Mami has quite some interesting feats. These are all new feats right over yonder. Armor piercing slug, you want to run this if you want to just shoot people in the face. I respect that. Parry that. Full block that shit. But I won't lie to you, there are times where I actually try to shoot this guy point blank and the bullet just goes past them. Tireless is pretty good too, but I'd say Bounty Hunter and Armor Piercing Slug are the best feats to use. Now Pocket Bomb, I'd say this is a really cool looking feat, however it is practically useless. The range is so small that you will never really hit anybody. You probably just kill minions or just deal damage to your teammates. Not really useful. Bloodlust is the best tier 2 she has, so always run this if you don't want to be trolling it with Pocket Bomb. And Thrilling Comeback is just a waste of a feat. They really need to rework this feat. Trick Shot is the bullet that ricochets between enemies. It's really quite fantastic. It does a ton of bleed damage and raw damage as well. And here we have Tough as Nails, and I'd probably rock this if you wanted to cosplay as a Tomboy Pirate. And the last one is Punch Through. I'd say this is pretty solid because she does have pretty far-reaching heavies. That's going to do a lot of damage and chip damage. But still, I would run with Trick Shot because, you know, it's a gun. You want to use this freaking puppy. Gunpowder Surprise. Now, everybody should just be using this because, first of all, this animation is awesome. She takes a freaking bazooka out of her ass and just blasts everybody. Regenerate if you want to keep that KD ratio high and let all your teammates die and lose the game. Now Indomitable, a lot of people will think this is a good feat because it's on Tiandi, however, this feat is not that good on its own simply because this feat only gives you half shield. And if you compare this feat to like a tier 4 such as Fire Flask or Gunpowder Surprise, it really doesn't do anything when it comes to changing the game. You want to be able to finish people off with the tier 4 or last forever. Now this itself is not going to be crazy, although I will say with this paired with her perk Aegis, that will help it a little bit, but still I would not recommend it. It's a nice addition to it, a little bit of synergy happening there, but overall it's not the best feat you should be picking. And with that, I'd say Gunpowder Surprise is the best feat to use because you're freaking blasting everybody to Kingdom Come. Oh, this is fun. Enjoy that. Parry that. Dodge attack that. Now for Tiandi, his Indomitable feat is really good simply because his tier 3 feat, Vital Leech, passive life leech when health is low, and because he's able to get a little bit of his health back after dealing damage, he gets into that critical health area and this feat resets itself, allowing him to stall for days and days and days. And with that being said, that's why I think Indomitable is a really good feat only when paired with Vital Leech. And most people didn't know, but they tried to adjust material coloration within the heroes, specifically the samurai and Vikings, but just material that were leather or wood, and that was mainly the samurai and the Vikings. The green still kind of looks the same. Granted, Nobushi barely has any color customization. It really only affects a little bit of her torso and her arms. Look at the brown, look at this other red color and this light brown. I really don't notice too much of a difference here. All these other colors are pretty saturated in my opinion. Still, my Nobushi looks badass. Let's go to someone like Warlord. Warlord usually has a pretty bad time with material colors, as you can see here. I really don't notice too much of a difference. I would say the red is the most significant one, but it will be your call because I don't notice anything too crazy or stand out-ish, if that's even a word. Now this wouldn't be a For Honor game without, that's right boyos, the reused animations, which we have been getting a lot lately. I noticed a few more moves that other heroes had, and I wanted to show them to you guys to see if you can spot any more fun Easter eggs. Right now we have Tiandi top lights and guard break, Centurion lights and chain lights, Aramusha's right neutral heavy and top heavy, Blackbriar's left side heavy, and all of Warlord's chain heavy finishers. And the last hero is Shaman's dodge attacks. Let me know down in the comments if I missed one. And then also let me know how you guys feel about these reused animations. I noticed them right away and I play every single hero, so it's easier for me to do so. But I just find it hilarious that there's like 7 heroes in this one hero. I think her only unique animations is maybe her zone attack, her running animation. It kind of looks like Aramusha too. And then her gun blast attacks, which are really beautiful animations. I really like them, but everything else just feels like every other hero. I don't know how to feel about that. And that brings us to the end of the video. My final thoughts about this hero overall. Do I think she is strong? I do, and I don't think she's overpowered when it comes to abusing mechanics, except for 2 things, and that is her forward dodge heavy. That move has a very small window for guard break vulnerability, and it needs to be a little bit more vulnerable. It's an incredibly good option select tool and has hyper armor. It feels like old Yorm's forward dodge heavy, and that had 0 GB vuln when you could just spam that and trade with any attack. It looked hilarious, and your GB would always bounce off, and that's what's happening with this hero currently. And keep in mind that is an unblockable attack with the soft feint as well, so it's going to be really hard to get away from that. The only other thing that is a bit too strong or annoying is her dodge attack. It has such a huge hitbox that can be used externally, making it a very annoying move. Make it so that she can't have dodge recoveries on it, or lessen the hitbox so it doesn't look like I'm playing freaking Blade. This could be said for heroes like Orochi 2, but I don't think Orochi's is too big of a problem because his doesn't have Kensei's zone hitbox, okay? But overall, I think this hero has great feats, does incredibly well in Dominion, and doesn't seem too oppressive as a new hero. I like the new Tomboy hero for now, and I hope you've been enjoying her. I really enjoyed making these types of videos instead of just gameplay highlights. If you really are liking this style of content, be sure to slap like now and let me know down below. I feel you all prefer this over gameplay commentary too, as my videos have been doing a little bit better than before. I'm going to try to play more God of War, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring when it comes out, and make a video on that too. Thank you all for the support. I love you all. The box is going to bed now. Bye bye. See you later.